So I've asked this question to many people over many a year, but if you had to fight a wild animal to the death, neutral playing field, you don't have any weapons, it's just you versus the animal, what's the biggest animal you think you could beat?
Honestly,
I
could probably take a wolf.
You think you could take a wolf?
I think so.
Do you know how big a wolf is?
I do.
They're bigger than I think a lot of people think they are.
Yeah, I know.
You think you could kill a wolf?
I think so.
Think that wolf won't pounce on you and just eat your fucking jugular in half a second?
I mean, he could certainly try.
What are you going to do when he pounces at you? What's your game plan?
I don't know.
Just punch him in the nose?
Yeah.
Think that's going to stop him?
It works with my chihuahua. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Think your hand won't go straight down his gullet?
Also, no, I do not punch my chihuahua. My chihuahua is my heart. I can never hurt her like that.
Your chihuahua is in your heart?
Yes.
She's going to suffocate.
I think I could do polar bear.
Absolutely not.
Hold on. You know, I had it locked and loaded for this anecdote that I had a guy who I worked with who insisted that he could kill a bear. And then you come out here and say, yeah, I could kill a bear who can also survive in the Arctic.
Well, to be fair, grizzly bears also can survive in the Arctic.
Prove it.
There are grizzlies in the Arctic.
Shit, he's done it. You could not take a bear.
Well, I have
any
a bear friend. Yeah. That is
Well,
not true.
a koala?
You cannot say any bear
Oh,
because
right.
I 100% can fight a bear.
Yeah, no, the koala,
koala-
bear. I forgot
koalas
koalas
count.
existed.
Koalas aren't bears, though.
What?
Are you sure?
They're marsupials. Yeah, actually.
They're not actually. Here's a weird fact: koalas don't drink anything.
Oh,
They actually, although they can, they get so much of their water from eucalyptus, which is all they eat, that they just don't drink.
from my understanding, they're also riddled with chlamydia.
That it is very common for them to have chlamydia, but it's
Hell
not a. It's kind of like they have like an epidemic of chlamydia a lot.
So, Adrian, I have some bad news about your STD results.
Hit me.
Chlamydia.
I'm actually gonna double it up. I think I can fight at least 2 polar bears.
You
no,
are an
absolutely
insane
not.
person.
Let me explain.
Please do.
Well, okay, so it's just me, right? Like it's
you, your bare hands, and you're in your
And
birthday
them
suit.
in their bare hands.
well, they have their bare hands, obviously.
Wait,
but I
are
have
we
my
naked in
grenade
this
launcher.
scenario? Like, is this like a Beowulf? Like,
No, you're wearing just like regular street clothes.
I feel like I'd be worse off. Now, see, because here's the thing.
All right, you can fight them naked.
No. I'm not saying I would be worse off in not street clothes. I'm just saying, like, if I was dressed as Beowulf, I feel like I wouldn't have the flexibility.
well,
I
if
need.
you were dressed as Beowulf, you wouldn't be dressed at all.
It's Beowulf.
You know, we're wearing street clothes in this scenario. You're naked.
Oh, then I'm three
bears.
Yeah, 3 bears.
Yeah, I saw that one coming.
The fuck you on about? No, you think about it. You think about it logically.
Oh, I am.
A bear cannot really withstand.
Run up a hill? Is this a hill thing again?
Bro, we're in the void. Don't be fucking stupid. I'll just punch it
You're going to punch a bear. Where are you going to punch it?
anywhere.
Anywhere. Name a spot.
The forehead.
Forehead. You're going to punch a bear in the forehead. All right, it bites your hand off.
Nah, it doesn't, because I've hit it in the forehead. The
Nah.
mouth is below the forehead, sir.
Yeah, but it just raises up. It just raises his head up.
Raise my hand up.
Then the bear stands up.
Bro, I do a fucking like jump attack up in the air, back down. I'm like doubling my fist punching ability right there.
He's
Because I'm
insane.
coming down
He's
with
an
gravity.
insane person.
With
I know.
gravity, I'm coming down.
Does
Who invited this dude here?
I don't know why you open up like an easy question like, hey, how many polar bears can you easily fight? And I'm just like 10. And you go, oh, I don't think you can handle that.
Jerry, give me a genuine answer.
All right.
What do you think you could take? What's the biggest animal you could take? Now, here's the thing. You don't have to like walk away from the fight. You just have to survive longer than the animal. The animal has to die first.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So like they could like cut my jugular, but I have my grenade launcher, so it's fine.
Yeah, I guess. Sure.
Sure.
Well, if I have my grenade launcher, then we could go 11 or 12 bears. You know, I'll even say it's not even just polar bears. It's kind of like an interracial thing. Like they got all groups of bears. There's black bears, brown bears, white bears. You know, it's like a great commune of bears.
So
Genuinely.
you're going to be
What
fighting
animal?
the Grand Council of Bears,
Yeah,
and you could take all of them.
I've been to that nightclub.
they're great with race relations. It's fine.
Genuine answer.
Genuine answer.
What's the biggest animal you think you could take?
like how he got wolf and you were like, whatever.
Well, no. I also think wolf is fucking absurd. That's insane.
I could take on a wolf.
Well, wolves are really
you can't.
fast. Polar bears, they have soft foreheads.
What is it, a beluga whale?
No, because it doesn't have like the sonar. It's just like you punch in the forehead, bada bing, bada boom.
And then the bear, genuine answer.
He's
come
running
on.
at me at full speed.
Oh
he
my
he
God.
doesn't see it coming because I'm standing there. My stance is, if anything, open. Like he's thinking, I could get him from any side. Like, what's he gonna block?
Adrian, you really think you could take a wolf?
All right. I'm not saying I could survive a wolf attack.
But you think you could kill the wolf before the wolf kills you?
Yes.
Absolutely absurd.
No. I've seen The Gray. I know how to do it.
See, here's the thing.
I know how to do it.
It also depends on what wolf you choose. Because I do think there might be a breed of wolf that he is able to fight. Because I think there are some
like
smaller.
Which one?
I think the European wolves, or the European gray wolves, I think they're the big ones that stand like almost 5 feet tall.
They're like the dire wolf.
I think, well, dire wolves were like.
I know,
yeah,
but like.
I think that you might be able to find a wolf that like does sit on the, because like you might.
So
find,
Adrian can kill a wolf pup.
I mean, to be
It's
fair,
still a wolf.
That is true.
But wolf pup is smaller than wolf.
I wonder if a T-Rex would count, because I feel like I could take one.
Oh my god.
Well, hold on, because they got small arms.
And an enormous mouth and large feet and an enormous tail.
You're just describing things that are easier for me to punch.
Genuine answer, Jeremy. What's the biggest animal you think you could kill?
Does the Council of Bears have my back?
No.
Oh.
Man, that really does decrease the size. We're getting into maybe 15 to 20 cubic feet. Well, hold on. Do I have my pendant of extreme strength?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, T-Rex.
No, it's just you. Here, I'll give you my answer.
Wait, hold on. Am I in the void still?
Yeah.
He can't breathe. There's no air.
So you.
I'm
tie.
holding my breath. He just has to die first.
Oh my god. The void has air. It's a neutral playing field.
Okay, it's neutral, yeah, but like what kind of gas?
Just give me an answer,
Is
you
it-
freak.
Is it air? Or is it like super air? That makes me really strong. It makes my punches good.
All right, so Jeremy's answer is a small rabbit.
Sure.
Why a small rabbit? I could take like a 400, 500 foot tall rabbit.
See, my answer is, and this is, I want to be clear, this is pushing it. There's like a 51% chance. I think I could take an ostrich.
An ostrich?
I think that you 100% could take an ostrich.
Okay,
Well,
I appreciate
Like
that.
I don't, because like obviously like you don't have my ability of like the extreme forehead punching, but
Yeah, of course. I haven't learned that
I
technique.
think you are not understanding how brittle like that kind of bird is. Don't get me wrong, they can fuck you up, and they do have claws
Yeah.
that are very large.
The first thing I'm scared of is his big fucking beak.
But
Just
I
gonna
have-
stab me in the throat.
I
Plus,
have also
like-
seen people like who
Wrangle him.
the common thing is that they will get angry at them and they can literally just grab the throat. It functionally cannot do anything after that.
Okay, next answer, kangaroo. Maybe.
I
you
don't think you
can't.
could do
No.
kangaroo.
Here's the thing.
Absolutely not.
That's like a 50.1%
I-
chance.
See, honestly,
Kangaroo's a rough one.
the-
I don't know if I could.
the issue is I think you misunderstand the actual strength that a human has, because I think you're putting it at a level
Yeah,
where
but I'm talking about us.
yeah, but I know you are an average human. I think that you don't
Liar.
understand.
Below average. At best.
Did you just call yourself a beta male?
Yes.
um
I'm a slugma male. It's the kind of male who just really likes that lava slug Pokemon.
You mean Slugma?
Yeah, that's why I said I'm a slugma male.
Oh, my bad.
Not to be confused with a sigma male, which is not real.
because one, I don't think you take into account the fact that other animals feel pain and like they are not constantly tanking your blows. Like, I think if you're fighting a kangaroo, you might actually do a lot better. I'm actually gonna pull back because depending on the size of the kangaroo, I think you really fuck up a kangaroo.
Here's the thing about the kangaroo, right? Because my first thought is, I think whoever gets the first blow has a huge advantage.
Sure.
And I don't think I could get the first blow on a lot of animals. But I did see that video of that dude just slugging a kangaroo, and the kangaroo was stunned for a second. I think that's my chance.
But here's the thing. I think, why wouldn't you, like, I feel like you would easily get the first blow because you're in a scenario where you're not going to be distracted by anything. there's nothing there. Like
I just don't think I'm quicker than most animals.
I think that the animal itself would also have a sense of hesitation because they are also worried about self-preservation.
Maybe.
But I mean, it also boils down to you're running into a factor of you're like, this is a gauntlet fight where it implies that the kangaroo just knows that.
That is the implication, that the animal knows that it's like, I have to kill this.
Yeah, I think that like there are obviously some kangaroos. Like I think it is a depending on the kangaroo kind of thing.
See, that's why I'm kind of on the fence about kangaroo.
I would raise up. I think you would absolutely fuck an ostrich, like in
Yeah, you would fuck an ostrich.
just like right
Already done.
I think the odds of you fighting a kangaroo are a lot higher. I mean, they're not. Like,
If you fuck a dead ostrich, do you become a super skinwalker? How many skinwalker levels is that?
no, you have to go to the ostrich council, and they're like, you're like, can I turn into a bird? Like, no, you can turn into a human. What do you? And you're like, fuck, I have that power already.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of
Say Kraken open a Cryptid, and you're confirming the fact that I could fight 300 bears.
Welcome back to another episode of Crack Open a Cryptid. You said Kraken because you still don't know the name of the show.
To be fair, you did still say crack. I guess you.
Because you
just
said Kraken.
You just said Kraken open a Cryptid now, though.
No, I just said the word Kraken. I said Crack Open a Cryptid.
Yeah, but you said crack open a Cryptid, and then you just said the word Kraken. So now
but I didn't say it together.
You don't need to say it together. That's not the way I structured my.
And I'm Adrian Castro.
And I could fight 9,000 polar bears.
I really don't think so.
Well, you don't think so, but you're not particularly informed on the matter,
I
are you?
hate you so much.
Well, I'd watch your mouth because I can fight 400 to 700 polar bears.
By the way, Tyler, this sour seltzer.
And the sun bears are in that collective committee of bears.
How's your seltzer? They're weird, right?
Yeah, that's a weird,
It's weird
flavor.
Also, in this void, there's no snow, so it overheats.
It's a neutral playing field.
Can't be neutral to both of us at the same time.
But
That it literally
that's the point.
can.
No,
Yes.
you can't draw a middle ground because then is it just a bit chilly?
It's just neutral, man.
No, it's not because if it was neutral, I wouldn't have my super punch, and I have my super punch.
Adrian, whatever you're going to talk about tonight is less insane than Jeremy's, and I know what you're going to talk about tonight.
I really don't.
And you're going to be like,
so.
I really don't think so. But here's the thing, I do think so. That is, your topic is not as insane as this idiot fighting 400 polar bears.
Oh, so you agree that I can do it? Okay.
No, I don't.
But you said that me fighting 400 polar bears would be extremely awesome. You just said that.
He did not.
Did I just say that?
Yeah, you literally just said that.
Oh no.
And you also said, "Damn, Jeremy could fight maybe triple that."
Just as long as I don't tell him that he has an amazing cock, then we're fine.
So,
Lucky the chicken is also in that fight.
all right.
You could take a chicken in a fight for sure.
I don't know. They're kind of dangerous.
Oh
All
my
right.
god.
Chicken are the closest ancestors. No. The closest ancestors to chicken are T-Rexes.
Isn't that like completely false?
Is it?
It's just that the dinosaurs probably had feathers, and then people are like, so they're chickens.
I don't think that's where that comes from, but it's irrelevant to me having a chicken on my side while I'm fighting 10 billion polar bears. Oh, thank you.
All right.
I have the wallet guy. I'm like, holy shit. Triple the polar bear. I was just given this. I can open bottles faster than most polar bears.
Who do you think would open a bottle faster, you or a polar bear?
Does it have to be an intact bottle?
Yes, and
The polar bear.
you have to use the Christmas tree.
Oh, the
bottle
polar bear
opener.
for sure. Because like I just destroy that bottle. Like it would just disintegrate the
I
bottle.
feel like a
with my
polar bear
strength.
could just like use its claw to just like pop that thing off.
I've seen Coca-Cola commercials.
Yeah, exactly.
Woo!
All right.
Do you want my real answer, by the way, on that?
Yes. Oh my
Yes.
god, please.
I'm so sorry. This went on way too long. A grizzly bear.
I hate
Wait,
it.
is that your like actual
I could fight a
answer?
grizzly
The
bear.
grizzly bear would destroy you. He would flay you alive.
Probably just eat
Well,
him alive.
which means he would win because he'd be alive.
Yeah. Also, do polar bears not? Sorry, do grizzly bears not have foreheads all of a sudden that I can punch?
Also, Tyler, fuck you. I wanted to try that beer before you put
Oh,
your
here,
lips on
try it.
Hang on. Go ahead and tell the people. what
Just
this
take a
is.
sip from it, you bitch.
Oh yeah, I'm Jeremy, by the way. I don't have a last name.
You have 2 last names.
That's not true. It's one last name.
Savage Shade is one singular last name.
It's hyphenated.
Yeah,
but
so
I
it's the
think it's
word.
2.
See, the funny thing is, I just learned the other day, Raven Simone is not her full name.
It's like Raven Simone Biles or something like that.
Raven Simone. I think your last name is
Simone
Pierman.
Biles is the.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's the
Oh
Olympic.
no, I'm racist. Oh no.
All right, and you heard it here, Fos.
Both.
Man.
He said the word wrong. That's funnier than me being racist.
Oh, we totally got that guy.
Also, Tyler, that cinnamon beer is kind of disgusting.
Well, it's because it's kind of warm.
But-
I had a cold one. It
okay.
was delightful.
But here's the thing. I also just took a sip
Mhm.
out of his Bud Light Seltzer Sour.
Sour lemon.
Yeah, and that might be like fucking up the taste a little bit. So
I like to think that they just tried to make like a hard lemonade, but then they forgot to put the sugar in it, and they were just like, "Fucking, just, it's sour. It's a sour seltzer. Oh my god, just ship it!" Because they ran out of sugar,
I could see that.
and they went next door to Miller, and they were like, "Can you spare some sugar?" And they were like, "We don't have sugar." Which beer do you think you could take in a fight? Coors,
Course.
What's the strongest beer?
Guinness, probably.
Is Guinness a beer?
Well, yeah,
It's a
they have beer.
lager?
Yeah, it's a lager.
No.
Yeah. Isn't that a type of beer?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, probably Guinness.
I have fought many lagers before.
Thi-
Flannel
thi-
shirt does not make it easier.
God,
so
I knew you were gonna make that joke. Adrian, you like unironically really like Guinness, right?
I do. Yeah.
That freaks me out
Why? Why do you not like Guinness?
because it's a pitch black void.
So you don't
You
like
don't
it?
like any dark beers?
Shit, I'm racist. No, I'm not really a beer guy to start with, to be honest.
Okay.
But I just whenever I see somebody drink a Guinness, it looks like they're slurping like almost like
black-
Jello.
Yeah. It's like
it,
black
it
Acre.
looks thick.
Yeah, it looks like something some supervillain out of some fantasy thing. would
Yeah,
just,
it's like a
drink out
death
of the cup.
elixir.
Yeah.
You're just drinking Chemical X,
Yeah.
and you don't have sugar, spice, or anything nice.
No, but I do got a pretty good tasting beer.
I don't know why I was so convinced you're gonna be like, no, but I got a pretty good dick.
I mean, that just goes without saying.
That's the only the thick, dark thing that I like. Adrian's cock, Jeremy. Why are you looking at me like that?
Yeah, he's talking about my dick.
Why did that one get him? But not...
So, last time that I led an episode, we talked about flat Earth.
Oh, fuck, that's right.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello, 80-year-old Tyler. It's nice to. Why'd you know about that?
There's gold in these hills.
I remember the flat Earth.
Yeah,
I remember being very informed.
yeah. No, it's very.
We've all seen the documentary.
Yeah. So, while researching that, I was like, "There's no way that there could be anything worse than this."
Yeah, and then you heard Jeremy say that you could take on 400 polar bears.
I didn't say I could take on 400 polar bears.
He said 9,000.
Yeah, I said 10 billion. Get your fucking facts right. And first of all, there's a forehead mechanic that you guys aren't aware of.
What if those polar bears are being ridden by penguins?
Somehow that makes it easier. Like, I don't know. Okay.
Sure.
Just feels like you're not really taking this seriously.
All right. So, what could be possibly worse than flat Earth?
Flat
Well,
moon.
Flat Mars?
No.
Cubed Earth.
Pyramid Mars. I knew it.
A hollow Earth.
Okay.
I've seen the
I-
one Ice Age movie.
I've also seen the most recent Godzilla versus King Kong.
When
Kong
most
versus
recent, there are
Godzilla?
multiple.
There
well,
are actually
there are.
multiple.
I was
Actually,
unaware
yeah.
of that.
Yeah. I mean, but to be fair, the only other
Are they
Godzilla
good?
versus- no.
Are they fun?
Yes.
Okay.
The first Godzilla versus King Kong was made in like the 50s or something like that. Like it was really quick into the King Kong Godzilla.
Really? I
yeah.
didn't know that.
It's you
Does
can
this
continue.
pick up weird when I talk into the bottle like this?
It does. Yeah.
Cool.
It's Hello Bane from
What's the line? The darkness line.
Holy shit, dude! It's can you stop playing that recording from the Dark Knight Rises and just try your Bane impression?
Yeah, you were molded by the, or what was it?
Yeah, that's what I'm having an issue with. I can't remember it.
Yeah.
I know what it is, but I'm just
What
gonna
will
say
break first, the man or the bat?
No,
it literally sounds like Mysterio with his bucket helmet
your
on.
spirit or
Uh-huh.
your body.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
What would that even mean? He's like, hey, is the Batman gonna break first, or is Bruce Wayne? And he's like, well, I'm saying, dude. So
legit. I thought that was the line.
it's like, oh, you know what? The bat's broken. I'm just gonna pay my way out of this.
Probably could.
All right, so flat earthers fucking crazy, but there is another group equally vocal who believe that the earth is hollow.
Equally vocal, you say?
Yes,
Is
no,
the-
they're
is-
actually very.
Is there like an
vocal about it.
overlap? Like, are they? Is
Not-
one side like, no, it's flat. You're a dumbass.
No, yeah, I mean they're
It's
arguing
flat, but
separate
there's a
points.
thin corridor underneath it.
Because is this a scenario where there is just another like
Yeah, no,
world,
this
or,
is-
or are we in the Hollow Earth?
There's,
Well, I believe you're thinking of concave Earth theory.
Well, I mean,
Well,
it's
but
just,
that still falls under Hollow.
Yeah, because
Earth.
you're in Hollow Earth, but we're on the inside
Yeah.
of the circle, essentially.
So there like flat Earth. There's a bunch of different models, which we will eventually get into. But yeah, no, this like there's no real overlap between flat earthers and hollow earthers. Like it's either you're in one camp or you're the other, because they're arguing completely separate points.
I think the turtle that carries Earth is hollow.
Could be.
I knew it.
Do
you think you could take that turtle in a fight?
it's got a big forehead.
All right, so modern day proponents of Hollow Earth theory can refer non-believers to the book The Hollow Earth, which was released in 1979 by one Raymond Bernard.
It's more recent than I expected it to be.
Well, that's just like the most recent text that like like, oh, well, if you want to know more about Hollow Earth, read this book from the 70s.
Did Jules Verne write Journey to the Center of the Earth?
He did.
Okay, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Way to go, brain.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. So Bernard, the author of that book.
Andy Bernard, yeah.
Yeah. So judging from the initials he lists behind his name, he holds just about every advanced academic degree, but is somewhat of a recluse. And as a spokesman for the publisher, sorry, I'm a little drunk right now.
Oh, really? You don't say?
Yeah. But essentially, what it is, what current day Hollow Earth theorists believe is that inside of the Earth, there is an entire ecosystem where there's flora and fauna.
And it's like megaflora, right? And like
Yeah.
megafauna.
Megaflora, megafauna.
So, all right.
For the uninitiated, what's the difference between flora and fauna?
Flora is plants, fauna is animals.
Huh.
You didn't know that?
No, honestly, I didn't realize that. I was expecting fauna to be like fungus, like
Like a
mushrooms
soda?
or something like that.
Like a soda.
No, that's Fanta.
You ever hear somebody say Fanta?
No.
Yes.
I hear it a lot and I hate it. It's Fanta, not Fanta.
No, it's Fanta.
See? That's what I don't like. That right there. The thing he just
How
said.
would the Germans say it?
Fanta! Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's
I
how
don't-
Germans talk.
Would they say such a hard A? Because I think you just yelled and you said that's my German accent.
Yeah, what's yours?
Fanta. Oh yeah, no, that's a good one.
So explain to me about the Hollow Earth here.
Okay.
Well, hold on. I have a genuine question here
Sure.
about it.
Please.
All right, so there's the Earth,
Yeah.
right? Inside is hollow.
Yes.
Just a crust, just a little crust that we're sitting on, right?
Sure.
You go down into that crust, you find the Hollow Earth.
Well, okay.
Is that another ball within the Earth that's on?
Okay, so first off, hang on.
Oh,
So,
shit.
The crust that we live on, it actually goes 800 miles deep.
That's it?
According to the Hollow Earth
Alright.
theory. Yeah, so it goes down 800 miles deep. But don't worry, you do not have to dig that far.
We can't get through the bedrock.
Well, not only that, but really all you have to do is go to either the northern or southern pole, because there is there are holes that are 1,400 miles across.
I'm sorry.
With edges
Hold on.
that curve smoothly from the outside of the shell to the inside.
You have to stop for a moment.
Sure.
1,400 miles across?
Yes, correct.
Isn't that like half the size of the United States?
To put that into context, the radius of Earth is about 4,000 miles. So that's about an eighth of the.
So the Earth just has 2 gaping orifices.
Yes.
Orifices? What is it?
I don't think you said either one of those wrong.
Oh no.
Because I'm fairly certain you can use both.
No. I thought that was an oh no, but it's an oh yay.
Yeah. No, yeah. There's just like these 2 giant gaping holes that you could just like. So it's like
a donut?
Caves inward. Yes, exactly like a donut.
It kind of reminds me, you know, when you go to like the zoo or like any gift shop, and there's
yeah,
that
and you,
toy
and you
that
look
like
at all
always
their foreheads and see how punchable they are.
First of all, I do that at the zoo, not the gift shop. It's way more accurate. But there's a thing where it basically is like, it's something that's kind of hard to pick up. Like it'll slip out of your hand. You know what I'm talking about? It's like a
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like the Chinese finger trap thing, but it's like
squishy and
Yeah.
and there's like
a liquid in
Yeah.
it. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Do you know what the shape of torus is? Or it's like a donut, right?
Okay, yeah.
So imagine that the donut was like a cylinder. So the way that this is set up is as you pick it up, the outside stays in place, but the inside basically like prolapses, and it'll just slide out of your hand.
Perfect way to say it.
And so it's just like, oh, I can't. That's what the Earth is apparently, because you're like, it has these 2 massive holes on the top, and if you grab it at the equator, it slips out of your hand.
Yeah. So essentially, yes. 1,400 miles across. A sea or surface traveler could proceed over the edge of the hole, like an ant crawling over the lip of a coffee mug from the outside to the inside, and not be aware that he was actually entering the interior of the Earth.
So this implies that I can just go to the hollow, like it's not like really a challenge. It's just like it's like crossing a border.
Yeah, exactly.
So that.
Yeah, and so like the inside also has its own gravity. So like.
So am I always pulled to the shell?
Yeah. So it's like, imagine you're an ant. Like let's say this
pointing
like
to his soda to his
like my can.
Yeah, to a soda can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or well, beer can.
Beer
I
can.
guess.
Yeah.
So
like let's say you're right here in Antarctica. So like you're right here. You're crossing.
Just going over the lip.
Yeah, and now you're in Hollow Earth.
Okay. So here's a question. I was always under the impression that there was like 2 sides to it, where there was like a sphere on the inside of and like you could cross.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Okay, so
also real quick, I just found out those things are called a trick water snake. These things? We're talking about the same thing, right, Jeremy?
Yeah. Let me see. Oh, okay.
You know exactly what we're talking about now, right? Yeah.
I have a cousin who used to masturbate with those.
All right,
Cut
moving
that
on.
out.
The rare Adrian asking me to cut something out.
Anyways. No, yeah. So like you can just cross into the Hollow Earth and not realize it. That's what this current theory proposes.
Could a meteorite go straight through planet Earth?
Yes. I'm assuming.
I feel like that is not even a cryptid question. That's just like, yeah. like you're like, hey, can fire melt this wood?
Go on.
And no, that's it. That was basically a question. Like,
but can it? Can the fire melt that wood?
Yeah.
It's gonna melt the wood.
Yeah.
It's not gonna burn it.
No.
It's just gonna melt it.
Melt it. Yeah.
The wood's gonna turn into a liquid.
Yes.
I would pay so much money to see that happen.
What's liquid wood like?
It's not liquid wood. It's water. I never said it was wood.
Wait, what?
It's wood made out of ice.
What?
Also, Adrian, you sounded exactly like Dean Pelton there.
What? Yeah, I'm sorry. You got very confused and I didn't explain it. I thought you were smart enough. It is wood made out of ice.
Okay, so Bernard explains that the holes have never been seen from the air because pilots are fooled by their compasses into believing that they are crossing the pole when they are actually following the hole's magnetic rim.
They're just rimming Earth. Giving Earth a quick little rim job. Do you know what a rim job is, Jeremy?
Is it like melting wood out of fire?
No, it's when you lick the butthole, but in like circles.
Mm,
Well, you kind of just.
that doesn't sound related to what I said, but interesting.
Yeah. So
Googling that later.
So aircraft never really fly over. They never really fly over geographic poles, which naturally mark the centers of the holes themselves.
But if they just went straight, then they would go over it.
Yeah. So as irrefutable as irrefutable proof of his claim, he cites one Admiral Byrd's statement, "I'd like to see that land beyond the pole. The area beyond the pole is the great unknown."
What was irrefutable?
Yeah, how
about
does that prove that the Earth is hollow?
Oh.
It was
Fucking
But
freak.
that's his like trump card basically.
Yeah, I know, but it's weird how you're like, I have this irrefutable evidence, and here's my statement, and then they asked a question, and then then they left.
Yeah, it was just like, hey, Jeremy, I can prove to you right now that wood melts. What if it was made of ice?
Sounds really stupid. Why would you say that? Technically, it would be melting if it was made out of ice, though.
Yes, of course it would if it was made out of ice, but it's made out of wood.
The ice is made out of wood.
Oh my god, I hate you so much.
All right.
I'm gonna kill this guy and become a skinwalker.
I'm surprised you haven't killed him yet.
Why would you become a Oh.
So let's talk some theories.
Oh no, I just see he has an image.
Yeah. So Edmund Halley in 1692 conjectured that the Earth might consist of a hollow shell that is about 500 miles or 800 kilometers thick, two inner concentric shells, and an innermost core.
Okay, so there's an M&M
Yes.
surrounded by a layer of chocolate, surrounded by a layer of chocolate, surrounded by a layer of chocolate.
Essentially, yes.
Do they have hold on, I think a breeze just went through. Do the holes line up? Like, if I go through one, I'm like, oh, I'm going 2 shells in, or do I have to be like, the entrance to the next shell is way
I
over
see
there?
What you're saying, yeah.
All right.
You have to like zigzag down to the center.
Here, I'll just show you the picture now. So this is
Oh my
basically
God.
what he's. I don't know if you can see it from
Yeah,
there.
I can.
Oh my fucking god.
So you can't just like skip.
Doesn't that imply I can't? Oh, I have to like jump the gap between. So here's the question: how the fuck does gravity work?
Incredible
know.
question.
Like,
honestly.
it's like, are you closer to the surface?
Well, like I said, it's like an ant where you just.
Yeah, but
gravity affects ants, Adrian.
But I mean, if it's a sphere inside of a sphere inside of a sphere, I can't walk anywhere once I'm on the inside. I can't get to the next sphere because I'm like, ah, damn, I just stepped out of the first sphere.
Yeah.
Well, it's also going to be very difficult because apparently
because it's not real.
Well, also in this model, the spheres rotate at different speeds.
There you go.
My God.
That is really.
That's how the gravity works.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if that immediately solved the gravity issue, but I was just saying like they don't always line up.
Well, that too, but the idea that like when they have the artificial gravity in like sci-fi, it's because it's spinning.
Yeah, but that would only hold you to the inside.
On the inside, yeah, that's a good point. Explain yourself, Adrian.
Why are you asking me to explain?
How could you possibly think that would fix the gravity problem?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. I'm not the one who came up with this shit.
You literally opened the episode by saying, guys, I have a really cool theory, and you're going to believe me by the end of it. You sound almost as
stupid as when Tyler said that wood could melt if it was made of ice.
And that was one of the stupidest things ever said.
Literally, no one should be alive if they've ever said that.
Do you remember when Jeremy said that the ice is made out of wood? That was almost as stupid.
Yeah. What?
By the end of this, where nobody's going to know what anyone said.
All right. So Halley proposed this scheme in order to explain anomalous compass readings. He envisaged the atmosphere inside as luminous and possibly inhabited, and speculated that escaping gas caused the aurora borealis.
Dude, I've farted many a times, and there's never been a rainbow behind me.
Not really a rainbow, the aurora borealis.
It's got multiple colors.
It's usually just green. It's like green and yellow.
And like blue, I thought too.
I've never seen a blue.
I think that might just be the
yeah.
the night sky that you're
Oh,
including in
and
the...
it's just like more transparent, so I'm seeing through it.
Now that like I don't know if you're just like changing my memory of. I'm fairly certain it is almost entirely green. Like it is predominantly like 90% green.
Aurora Borealis.
Did you know there's 2 of them? There's another one.
Yeah.
Do you know what it's
Yeah.
called?
I have no idea.
I know I read the name once, but I don't recall.
Wait, it's not just an Aurora Borealis.
Okay,
Yeah,
so what I'm
it's
saying is-
Aurora, and then there's another name to it.
So there's like it's mostly green, and then it
You
goes
know
like
what?
bluish, and then there's like a reddish.
You know what?
purple.
There is more color to that than I remembered.
Yeah.
But-
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't describe that as a rainbow.
Sure. Yeah. No, that's a good point.
It's called the Aurora Australis.
I knew it was Aurora something, and I
Yeah.
had no
Yeah.
idea. Dude, by the way, quick aside, how fucking cool is that? The Aurora
Oh,
Borealis.
it's amazing.
Oh my god. The other one can suck my cock, but the Borealis, that's the cool kid.
Yeah, that's the one that you want. Do you know what causes it?
It's another one of those things where I know I read it once, but I did not retain the
Well,
information.
it's the gases that like escape from the hollow earth.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
Anyone who didn't know that, that is the correct
Probably
answer.
thinks that ice can melt, which obviously it can't because it's made of wood.
That was a fucking killer save. Like, I was about to call you stupid.
Wait, but for real, what does cause the aurora borealis? I actually don't know.
It's the fact that that's where the magnetic poles are in the Earth. So the Earth is spinning and it's got a big iron core and it's creating basically a magnetic field around it. And so the poles are obviously the North and South Pole. It's basically the radiation from the sun bouncing off of the magnetic field and being like pulled into its poles. And so the solar flares and stuff are shooting off kind of just energy, and it's actually being caught by the magnetic field, and it's just all being concentrated there.
Fucking magnets, dude. How do they work?
That's what I'm saying.
All right, so that's the Earth with like different layers, whatever I just said. That's that's one theory.
Yeah.
There's another theory. So it's
Is it more or less stupid in your opinion?
I'll let you guys decide this one.
Oh.
So it is often claimed that mathematician Leonard Euler proposed a single shell hollow Earth with a small sun that is about 1,000 kilometers across at the center, providing light and warmth for an inner Earth civilization.
So first question, is his name like Euler?
Exactly that.
Okay,
yes.
his name's pronounced Euler.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
Trust me, it's very weird because like it's just
It's just a piece of information you have.
because he was also like really famous.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've
He has a
never heard
hockey
of him.
team named after him.
He does.
Wayne Gretzky played for them at one point.
Yes, I think that's true.
It is.
Okay.
Is it?
Gretzky did play for the Oilers for
Yeah,
a bit.
the Oilers.
There's a hockey team named the Oilers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
from
but it's like the
Edmonton.
liquid.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
there used to be an NFL football team called the Oilers. That's the only.
There's also a Canadian team called the
Canucks.
Canucks. That's Vancouver. Isn't there one that's the Senators or something?
There is. That's Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's another
Calgary
theory.
or the Calgary Flames. That's all the hockey teams I know in Canada.
You know a lot more about hockey than I do.
Name a province in Canada.
Alberta.
Name a second one.
British Columbia.
Name a third one.
Quebec.
Is
Name
that
a
a
fourth
province?
one.
I'm running out of provinces.
There's only 8, I think.
Yeah, bro. I didn't mean that they don't have any provinces.
No,
I don't know them.
I'm agreeing with you that you're running out. You're about to get halfway through.
Oh, there's the one Saskatchewan.
All right, name a fifth one.
Oh, fuck me. All right.
How do you know all these?
Shut the fuck up. Name a fifth one.
I remember looking at a map recently, and my exact thoughts at the time were Tyler's gonna quiz me on this. Like I didn't know how and I didn't know when, but I was like, "Fuck me, this is gonna come up."
I like to imagine like 2 a.m. Jeremy comes across the map. And he's like, I'm just gonna learn all this in case
That's
Tyler.
pretty fucking accurate.
in case Tyler quizzes.
That is pretty accurate.
Name a fifth one.
I don't know a fifth one. The one right on the edge. It's got.
Ooh, there's more than 8, by the way.
It's like It's like the West Coast one. It has like a.
Is it Victoria?
You already named the West Coast one.
Is that Saskatchewan?
That's British Columbia.
Is it? Okay.
There's another one north of British Columbia.
That's the one I'm thinking of. It's a double name, right? It's like
this is the one word.
Is it like a First Nation word?
Unsure.
Well, does it sound like something that you would say, or does it sound like it is from another language?
It sounds like if you turned a ukulele on.
What do you mean turn it on? Oh, I'm just gonna
because it's
How
Yukon.
does...
Oh.
Because it's Yukon.
Okay.
I'm just imagining someone like plugs it into their amp. It's like, let's go.
Yeah, the
So,
ukulele's just...
So some that you didn't get: Manitoba, Ontario, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia.
I should have gotten both Nova Scotia and Ontario.
There's Newfoundland and Labrador, which is one. There's Prince Edward Island. There's none of it, and there's Northwest. Yeah, none of it.
Interesting. Is that like a
Nunavut?
Okay, I was just there's a I think it's Alaska, but it's famously called Nome, and it's because the person making the map didn't know the name of the city, and he just wrote name like with a question mark, and they printed the map.
The last one, by the way, is the Northwest Territories.
Got it. So,
Canada.
1800s.
Right, we're talking about something.
Yeah. So in 1818, when John Cleves
Jacob Jingle.
Symes...
I thought it was going to be John Leguizamo.
All right, so this guy's name is John Cleves Symes Jr.
I'm going to say Symes.
Yeah, it's Symmes.
Sims.
Sims? Okay. John Cleves Symes Jr. suggested that the Earth consisted of a hollow shell about 810 miles thick.
All right.
So that's
pretty on point so far.
With openings, so it's the same thing. Openings 1,400 miles across at both poles, with 4 inner shells.
4?
Each opening at the poles.
I want to quickly go back to the Euler thing. I just want to point out that it sounded as if someone said, like, it is suspected that Euler suspected.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Essentially, that's what it was.
Like, legend says that Euler might have done something. It's like, okay, buddy, like, want to come back with like a little bit more concrete anything?
It's like a fucking Dwarf Fortress line.
All right, so this dude Sims is like, he's like the Jesus for Hollow Earthers. He's the one that everyone's like, oh, well.
I hate that sentence.
Yeah, like everyone's like, oh my God, Sims, he was such a revolutionary. He's the one who like...
Big science cut him down.
Yeah. So he became the most famous of the early Hollow Earth proponents, and Hamilton, Ohio even has a monument to him and his ideas. Yes.
No.
Yes.
We're allowed to have a Mothman statue.
Well, hold on. Like, did he do anything? Is it for
like anything else?
Like, what was he...
All right. So first off, he proposed making an expedition to the North Pole hole, thanks to the effort of I know.
Sorry, it's just these sentences kill me, man.
I know.
What a fucking horrible sentence.
The pole hole, everyone's been there.
Well, you got to get into this boy's soul. I forget you guys haven't seen Always Sunny in Philadelphia. You got to pay the troll toll to get into this boy's hole.
God damn it, Tyler.
The line is actually boy's soul, but he refuses to sound it out, so he says boy's hole.
Okay. So
watch Always Sunny.
So these holes, his unique addition to the Hollow Earth theory.
His unique addition to these holes.
Yeah, so he's the one who like eventually like added the holes into the theory.
What a genius.
So much so that within Hollow Earth circles, these holes are known as the Sims holes.
God, I'm 7 years old.
Yeah.
So I think it's just the how frequently you say it. It breaks me down, man.
They also often rhyme with whatever you're saying.
Yeah, it really does. There's something so comical about it, just in its own right, man.
I know.
But I'm sorry, this guy Sims. Did you say he was he famous for anything other than being Jesus?
Basically, he's the one that
and for adding his unique addition to this holes.
So he's the one who basically brought Hollow Earth to the mainstream.
So
but is that all he did, or was he also like a
Honestly,
good physician?
I guess like is his statue for Hollow Earth?
yes.
Okay.
So this dude believed that the interior of the Earth not only could but did support life, saying in his book Circular Number 1 that the inside
Oh, no, that implies there's more.
he has written multiple books on the Hollow Earth.
Aw.
Some of them are on Amazon.
It's like when they called it World War I, everyone was like, "We're gonna have more of these."
yeah.
I know it wasn't called that until after World War II.
I know. I figured this is the case.
So in his book Circular Number 1, he states that the inside of the Earth would be, quote, stocked with thrifty vegetables and animals, if not men.
Oh, thank God they have the thrifty ones. I'm not done taking any of those basic vegetables.
So Sims believed that his theory was not science fiction, but science fact, and that it applied not only to the Earth, but to all planetary bodies.
God.
To him, the whole universe is hollow.
You know what? I'll give him that, because one of the biggest issues for me about Flat Earth, and I have a few issues with Flat Earth.
Only like it's like 1 or 2, right?
Yeah. But one of the biggest issues is the fact of like a lot of the time they don't think like Mars or Venus or Mercury or whatever is flat. It's just Earth.
Yeah.
But it's like, but why would only Earth be flat? If they sat there and were like, oh no, they're all flat, they're all just like facing us, and that's still stupid, but at least they're consistent. I'll give it to this guy.
Mhm.
He's really just trying to be like, no, I think our science is just wrong. Like, this is just how planets are formed.
Sure.
It's very weird to think like why did he think this? Because it's not like he dug a hole one day and went, holy shit.
There's another one in here.
This is a Pole's hole or whatever it is.
And I paid the troll toll.
He didn't look down. He's like, whoa, there's like a lot of empty space there. We need to maybe look at our science. He better one day was just like, hey, what if like I got a lot of money real quick?
Oh no, he's still a fucking psychopath.
Mhm.
Like, but yeah, no, I gotta appreciate the fact that he's at least consistent on it.
No, I like it's totally fine. Like, yeah, I appreciate it.
So, one bizarre offshoot of the traditional Hollow Earth theory put forth by natural healer and eventual cult leader Cyrus Teed, so it even inverted the idea, devising a, quote, cellular cosmology that placed the entire universe in a shell.
My head hurts.
Yeah. So, according to Teed's thinking, we are all actually living on the inside of the Hollow Earth.
Oh, okay, concave.
Yeah.
Well,
right?
hold on,
Concave?
because
But this is like on a larger scale. This is like the entire universe.
here's the thing. You know what's funny? That one might be available to us because we have not seen the edge of the universe.
Yeah, what he's
that
no,
one.
you're right. Yeah.
Sure.
If you want to be like, hey, actually, we're in a big sphere. It's like
It
I
is just
literally,
as likely.
I literally cannot say that's not true.
Mhm.
Yeah. So according to Teed,
Well, we are, because we're in that big aliens marble, right?
oh well, yeah, from
Yeah.
Men in Black, yeah.
Yeah.
So according to Teed's thinking, we're all actually living inside of the Hollow Earth. So that includes like the stars and planets.
Yeah,
and
because
shit.
I can still look up, but I'm looking at the space.
Mhm.
Is it big?
I mean,
Wait, hold on. I'm actually lost now.
So
back up.
We are on Earth as a
Yes.
sphere, but it's saying like there is a sphere encapsulating the entire universe.
essentially, yes.
Oh, okay. So I'm still stuck on concave Earth, but this
Yeah.
isn't a concave Earth.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
a concave universe.
It's not really concave. It's just like boxed as a put into a box.
And so we're still on the outside
Yeah.
of a circular Earth,
but we're
or
looking up,
spherical,
and
but we're
there's-
looking up and we're seeing those laying on the edge of the
effectively, yeah. That
of
was
the
yeah,
big marble.
So we're looking up
Okay,
at
I'm
the
back.
universe, which itself is just an illusion created by a strange solar mechanism.
All right.
So
well, now
that was my question: is as I'm looking up, is it still like as far as I'm saying it is? But like there's the shell,
yeah,
or
it's,
is
it's
it
still 4 billion light years out there, but it just
or is it like
there's
400
an
feet?
end.
And they're like, no, those are just like the stage lights, like that'll.
oh yeah, it's like Mario 3.
I mean, it could be. So
Don't say it could
So-
be. You researched this.
all right. So here's the thing. So it doesn't go into specifics with what he said.
Shocker.
I mean, this was in the 1800s still, but it does say that according to him, the stars are just reflections of the mechanism's light.
Say that one more time.
the stars were just reflections of the mechanism's light.
What does that mean?
Okay, yeah, I was hoping when you said it the second time I would get it.
So there's a big light in the air, and I'm looking at the reflection of it.
Why would I not just be looking at the light?
Oh.
Because isn't the light in the air?
Is there like a mirror right next to all of them, and I'm just. Are they all shining away, but then the mirror reflects it back?
Is the giant mechanism a disco ball? Like, I'm not even making a joke. Is that essentially what it's supposed to be?
Could
Do
be.
you understand what he's saying?
No, I don't. I think it's
Okay.
fucking stupid.
Because I'm just like the way they said that. It's like they were like it really boils down to that thing earlier where you said that wood could melt, and it's like clearly we all knew what you meant, but it's like you used the wrong word. That is what it feels like here, where it's like you meant to say shine or something like that, and just
Read
said
it
it wrong.
one more time.
The stars,
Stars
are just,
just
reflections of the,
the
mechanism's light.
I even said it with him, and I still
Imagine
don't
it
get
even weirder. Like I'm just thinking, if they just said refraction, like what image does that put in your head?
Now I'm not just lost. I'm also confused.
Yeah.
All right. So it's kind of stupid, but here's the thing.
There's a mechanism
Yeah.
that is
Bro,
made
you
of light, that is producing
All right.
light.
So here's
And
the
it's reflecting
yeah, it's reflecting.
Off of what?
the back of my
Oh.
eyes into my my optic nerve. I guess that's what I'm seeing.
Isn't that how light just works?
Yes.
Though?
Yes, yeah.
That was the joke. I
So we all think it's stupid, but here's the thing. T's theory managed to gain him enough traction that a small cult developed around him. Established, yeah.
I'm furious.
So it's a small cult. So it's called the Koreshan Unity.
Oh my god!
After Teed named himself Koresh, so he changed his name to Koresh.
Does Koresh have is that like a significant name? Like, did
Wow.
you just pick some?
Also, is it a
syllables?
C or a K?
It's a K.
Ooh, I was imagining a C.
Yeah, no, it's a K.
Now
So-
I'm on board.
So the Koreshans established an extensive colony in Estero, Florida in 1894.
Dude, I just know what my next Stellaris campaign is going to be named. Like,
Why did that was a very heavy emphasis on the I in Florida?
yeah, I also noticed
I
that.
was trying not to mess up the words. Again,
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Well,
'cause-
they're in Florida. They're
we've-
not in Florida.
yeah,
You know what
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean?
But yeah, so most of that community disbanded after Teed's death in 1908.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. So, but yeah, modern belief in Hollow Earth theory can be a bit hard to pin down, encompassing such disparate subjects as the Northern Lights and even an escaping Hitler,
Yes, I know this one.
which the Germans didn't make it to Hollow Earth, but they made a deal with the people in Hollow Earth.
Yeah, which were the Draconians in some lore.
Yeah, yeah.
Or, well, not the Draconians. It would be the... No, it would be the Draconians, just not the Alpha Draconians.
Yeah.
Aliens.
Mhm.
The lizard people.
Are they aliens if they live here though?
Well, technically speaking, we're the aliens because the Draconians were created on Earth by the Alpha Draconians. The Alpha Draconians are aliens.
Ah,
But they came to Earth. They made the Draconians to be like slave labor, essentially.
Mhm.
Their slaves ate the weird primitives, which became humans eventually. But then...
why would that make us the aliens?
Well, because we were uplifted by the
What?
I'm disappointed that you
Nordics?
don't know this.
I think it was the Nordics uplifted us,
But what do you
or
mean
the
by?
Lemurians.
But okay, when you say uplifted, like we were at a certain.
We weren't from here.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay.
Yeah, the Lemurians or the Nordics, I forget which one, had us like basically grew us at the same time the Draconians were growing the lizards.
Mhm.
Or the Alpha Draconians were growing the Draconians, and then the Draconians were eating us, and they kicked the Lemurians, or it must have been the Lemurians, off the planet. And it wasn't until later that the Nordics and the Pleiadians were like, "You guys can't be doing this shit." And then the Anunnaki showed up to get all the gold, and then
my eyes are glazing over. My eyes are glazing over. I don't care.
Yeah,
Like-
no, I stopped paying attention. Sorry.
oh, I understand.
Yeah.
Because it's insane.
I would like to go back to the other insane thing.
All right. So the largest proponents, like current proponents of the theory, seem to be singular thinkers like Rodney Clough, author of World Top Secret, Our Earth is hollow. So that's the name of the book. You could find it on Amazon.
How much?
It's like $10.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. So despite the variations, a few themes do seem to be common among Hollow Earth truthers, which that's what they call themselves.
It'd be
So
funny if they didn't call themselves that, but that's what everyone else calls them. They're like, no, actually, we have another name.
Well, what's funny is the people who think that think that the moon is fake are called moon truthers, because they're implying that the truth is that the moon is fake, and the people who believe the truth, which is that the moon is
Or the moon
real.
deniers.
Yeah, we're the moon deniers.
Yeah.
They're the moon truthers.
Interesting.
So amongst most believers, like we have established already, they believe that inside of the Hollow Earth is a lush tropical paradise that very likely houses an
Like
advanced
dinosaurs, right?
advanced race of humans, aliens, or giants. It's one of the three.
Why is it giants?
Oh.
Well,
Okay.
because they would be megafauna, I believe, would be the reason. It'd basically be humans. but
No, I
big.
know, but I mean, like, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
hmm So in most scenarios, the inhabitants are the descendants of ancient races such as the Lumerians, or as in Clough's
The
view,
Lemurians.
Lumerians.
I
Is that how you say-
brought them up earlier.
Yeah.
That's one of the aliens, the ones who made humans.
I wasn't paying attention.
Neither was I. Literally, this is the first time I'm hearing that.
Or probably the Nordics would be another one.
Yeah, so it was
I believe
either
the Nordics live down there
the
too.
Lumerians, or as in Clough's view, the lost 10 tribes of Israel, guided there through the North Polar opening by God himself.
Oh, who was a Nordic? Yeah, there's the connection.
Here's the thing. That's kind of a lot of that's a walk, is how I describe it. 'Cause,
From Israel to the North Pole.
well, the lost tribe of Israel is that not the people Moses took from Egypt?
Yeah, but
Mhm.
if they're the lost tribe of Israel, wouldn't they have originated in Israel?
Well, I mean, I
And then
think
brought to Egypt and then brought out of Egypt?
well, I guess, but I mean, just saying, like they got lost leaving Egypt. I don't think you count the
Okay, so Egypt to the North Pole.
yeah.
Fucking sue me.
Uh,
It's still a pretty long walk.
well, I'm just saying, it's like Egypt.
I just don't think it's right of you saying that's a really short, easy walk.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Israel's a little bit higher north. Like, I could make that. Israel to the North Pole. That's fine. Egypt, boy, I'm not. I'm gonna be packing 2 gallons of water for that walk.
All right. So, according to what's his name, Clough, they have
Stupid
quote,
name, by the
yeah,
way.
I know.
Stupid name.
So, quote from him: "They have flying saucer technology."
Oh, of course. Where'd they fly them?
Yeah,
What
they
year was
fly
this guy
'em-
like from?
Oh, this is current.
Oh, okay, cool,
No.
Yeah, no, this is like the current like this like remember the documentary how there's like a guy who like all the flat earthers like rally behind. This is that guy, but for Hollow Earth.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. So according to him, they have flying saucers. So USOs.
Yeah. Unidentified submerged objects.
Yeah.
Oh,
So basically, they are coming from the Hollow Earth.
I'm not. That's just like literally something I didn't question before, but now it's something to give me. How the fuck does the ocean work if there's a big hole?
Because I assume the hole is rimmed by land. That's how I've been imagining it.
Or
That's where
I
Antarctica
guess it
is,
bends
essentially.
around regardless,
Mhm.
so it wouldn't matter. The ocean could spread. What?
Oh, from like they would go in the South Pole and come out the North Pole.
well,
essentially?
yeah, like literally like the
like the tube snake.
yeah,
thing?
like the tube snake. It's like it's always following the surface of it. I was listening. I was on board.
Oh, yeah.
So hold on. I'm still. I still have questions.
So-
on this.
Please.
Oh, did you have a separate question?
Well, because I was imagining with like land around it, and that's where like the Antarctic and the Arctic are. They're just like literally an ice ring, that's like holding our water here. But if you're saying USOs are coming from the Hollow Earth,
Mhm.
wouldn't there be a layer of land, like it'd be our ocean, the seafloor, hollow, and then the inside planet? If the USOs are coming up from the water, does that mean they're burrowing through that hole and then coming
Could.
out? In which case, wouldn't all the water spill in?
No, because remember the gravity is being disregarded entirely. They're saying that they are saying that it bends around like in the same way I can walk straight and I'll get to right to the edge and I'll just kind of like flip under. Like
Yeah.
The water is also doing that, so it's not gonna spill out and pour in. It'll just go
Yeah.
onto the
So there is no seafloor.
No, there is a C4. It just follows the same kind of curve.
So they're going into the sea, going around the curve, and then
Yes.
coming out of the sea.
Yeah,
Essentially, yes.
So
What the fuck?
or
the
or
question
sometimes
from
just
that is
flying out of the fucking hole.
yeah, the question from
Well, 'cause
that
that would be the thing. If it was a UFO just flying out of the hole, that sits fine with me. The fact that they're going down, around, and then up, why?
well, they're not necessarily having to go. I mean, like they're going underwater.
From their
I guess.
perspective, they're going down because they're going underwater. Then
Well,
they're going
I know,
around the lip, and then they're coming up.
Yeah, but I mean, like it's like you go like 20 feet underwater. You're not like, oh, that's gonna add some time to our journey. Because they work better.
Flying is faster than swimming.
Yeah, but you got a submarine, not necessarily a plane.
Also, you
you'd
gotta
be in a
hide
submarine, you'd
from.
be like,
But then
we're
why
taking
not just
two-
use a boat?
Because submarines are stealthy. And also, it was USO, and it wouldn't make sense.
If it was a UBO,
Yeah,
unidentified boat object.
yeah.
All right, so according to him, so these I don't know what to call them.
UBOs.
Idiots.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they believe that these societies, so they live lives of perfect health for hundreds of years. Their science is much more advanced because they live much longer lives.
Okay, so straight up, they're just saying that the inside people are Atlantis.
Essentially, yes.
I can get behind that.
Also,
I'm in now. I'm all in.
yeah. Also, the perfect climate is believed to exist in the Hollow Earth.
Well,
and
yeah.
it's-
Where else would they put
yeah.
Atlantis other than the perfect climate?
And is set to produce animals and people that are larger and far more healthy than those on the surface. Quote, it has a perfect temperature. God made the inner sun. By the way, there's an inner sun.
Well, that's just the core of the Earth. I actually did not even question that. I figured the core of the Earth would just be the sun.
Sure.
I didn't think about that. No?
Yeah. At no point did that even cross my mind of like, well, how are they gonna see?
Yeah.
Yeah. So God made the inner sun, according to him, so that it provides heat during the night and a little less at night. What?
It just dims down. Like
Yeah,
it's like
I guess so.
It's like on a clapper. Like it's nighttime.
Well, they just put a bucket of water on it, and then
Mm.
it cools down for a little bit, and then it heats back up again.
It just reminds me of like that joke of someone saying, "Do you think we'll ever make it to the sun?" And say, "Well, if we do, it better be at night."
Yeah. So trees grow up to 1,000 feet tall in this hollow earth. Humans even grow up to 50,
1,000
and-
feet tall.
and humans can grow up to 15 feet tall.
15.
Wait, hold on. Who are the 1,000 feet tall?
The trees.
The trees. So because
So how big are the Ents?
How tall?
I don't know.
How tall looks like a redwood?
Hit me with that number.
yeah.
Because
So because of the ideal conditions, animal life grows really large. Also.
So this actually is based in truth though, because during like dinosaur times there was more oxygen, I think it was, right,
Yeah.
on planet Earth,
Mhm.
and so things could get bigger.
So
yeah.
the inner world is sometimes called or associated with Argatha, the legendary city at the Earth's core, often tied to Eastern mysticism.
Yeah. The
which-
Garthans. Yeah, no. They steal the name for a bunch of Fire Emblem stuff too.
Got it.
The those who lurk in the shadows from Three Houses are Garthans.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if it is to believe that the Earth is in fact hollow and home to all manner of super race and megafauna, why have we never
Super race.
Yeah, so
Sorry.
that's what they call them.
Whew.
Why have we never contacted them or gone there?
Because they'll eat us.
So according to Clough, we have, but an international banking conspiracy has worked to cover up the existence of Hollow Earth and
So he
hide
just doesn't like the banks.
and hide evidence of any Sims holes.
The blockade by the Trade Federation is completely legal.
This sort of paranoid conspiratorial thinking tends to be another hallmark among modern Hollow Earth believers because really there is no other force that could be keeping us from engaging with the wonders of the inner Earth given our current level of technology and exploratory freedom.
Well, Hitler's down there anyway, so they're a bunch of super Nazis.
Exactly.
Yeah, we don't want to talk to those guys. They seem like pricks.
Yeah. So one of the most popular pieces of evidence for Hollow Earth is a supposed secret journal entry by one Admiral Richard Byrd. What was
I or Y?
why?
Let's go.
Yeah.
It's the cool guy in spelling.
Not sure what he was an admiral of.
A ship, probably.
Yeah. So he claimed to be the first person to fly over the North or South Pole. According to Believers, Bird's Secret Journal from 1947 included a report of flying into one of Sim's holes and making contact with the race that lives inside the Earth.
I also love that the guy named Bird is the only one who flew over it.
Yeah.
Jimmy, did you find how big redwoods are?
I found I found redwood, but I actually found a tree that is larger than.
Hit me. What is it? Is it a sequoia?
It is, yes.
Woo-hoo!
It is. It's got a diameter of 11 meters,
And it's 250 feet tall.
You're actually really close. 275.
That's a great guess,
Bro.
I thought you were a bit farther off. But yeah.
Still 1,000 though.
Yeah, that's I mean, to be fair, if that's the biggest tree we have, and they're like, it's just a little bit more oxygen. It's like, yeah, 1,000. Right? That's like triple. That's like 5 times.
Yeah,
less.
you give a tree an oxygen mask, and it just grows 4 times bigger.
Actually, I guess you wouldn't be giving it oxygen.
It would be making oxygen.
Yeah, that's why there's so much oxygen down there.
Oh my God!
God.
Are you on board with Hollow Earth now,
Bro? Let's go to the weird anus of the Earth or something or whatever it was.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Sims,
I zoned out.
Sims boy hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We'll add our unique parts to his hole.
So apparently, Admiral Richard Bird's that journal entry that we just
His name
mentioned.
is Dick Bird. Go on.
Yeah. This too has been covered up, according to Hollow Earth theorists.
Oh, the idea of it. Not they didn't like physically cover the hole. That's
No,
what
no.
they put a butt plug in the earth.
That was my first
Just
thought.
one ball
of,
gag
like,
on one side, butt plug in the other.
My first thought was like one of those like a flying saucer could just like be wide enough, just land, and then they're like it's closed. You know.
All right. So through the mid 2000s and into the early 2010s, Clough was actually a part of a long gestating expedition known most recently as the North Pole Inner Earth Expedition. So, unfortunately, after a number of setbacks, including backers and members of the team falling victim to calamities ranging from cancer to fatal plane crashes, the expedition is put on hiatus. Had the expedition been successful, the team would have chartered one of the world's largest ice-breaking ships straight to the North Pole.
Here's the thing. I'm actually kind of upset that they didn't get to do their expedition. Like,
Honestly, me too. Yeah.
Let them.
Yeah, so they would have chartered this boat to just like break the ice, go through there, and
fall right in.
Yeah, so they would
They're gonna let all the water spill in.
They would have attempted to contact the denizens of the Hollow Earth through the hole they believe they would find. Clough believes that the various setbacks of the project are the work of the international banking conspiracy.
Obviously.
But is hopeful
they gave that one guy cancer.
Yeah. But is hopeful that they will someday be able to get the funding and a new expedition leader to help continue the project.
God, especially in the modern year, can you imagine them just fucking live streaming that? I'd watch it every day.
Oh, dude, it would be amazing.
That's better than Twitch plays Pokemon.
Yeah.
Twitch finds the Hollow Earth.
Yeah. So
that's something I would definitely like have someone constantly keep me updated
Yeah,
on, and
but
I'd be
never
like,
watch.
I don't give a shit. Like, you do not need to tell me this.
Yeah. So until the expedition can be funded, which probably won't, the Hollow Earth theory will continue to live on. Like, let's just be real. Like,
oh, it's never stopping. If anything, we're getting worse.
Yeah. So until humans can actually peer into the Earth's core, who can say that it's not filled with Germans or aliens or like a very small sun or whatever?
I'll tell you who can say. Me. Because you see that one dude said that there was the one outer ring and then like the inner Earth. Another guy said there were 3 layers. Another guy said there were 4 layers. Boys, I'm telling you right here, right now, mark my words. There are 5 layers.
Yeah.
5 whole layers. Top layer, buttermilk. Second layer, chocolate. Third layer, chocolate mousse. Fourth, chocolate again. And then 5th, graham cracker.
That sounds delicious.
Isn't I'm going to be honest with you. If we're going to go back to flat Earth or anything, please tell me, and I will not show up that day.
It's so stupid.
It is, but it's I mean,
It's one of those things where you guys like we talk about like obviously regular cryptids a lot, and it's like, oh, that's kind of like a fun thing. And then you talk about this, and it's just insane people saying anything, and you're like, are you up to date on what the insane people are saying? And I'm like, does it matter?
Yes.
like do I really need to keep track of this? Like, actually, did you know that there's like this new thing that they've just come up with? And I'm like, bro, unless they are suddenly right, like unless like, holy shit, it was true the whole time. Be like, all right, maybe I'll check it out.
Earth is flat. Earth is hollow. Vaccines don't work. 5G is killing your sperm. Sorry to tell you, buddy.
I actually know someone who believes that 5G shit, like wholeheartedly.
Jeremy.
Yeah. 4G all the way. It was enough G's. I remember saying at 3Gs, they're like, I will not go 2 more.
1 more? Absolutely. 3 more? Sure. Not 2.
I'm sure. Well, hold on, I need to roll my head back. I'm sure that somewhere someone is talking about like 6G, and they're like, it's actually better for you because it inverts one of the G's, and it's like we're back at 4G, so that would be fine.
Hear
In
me
fact,
out, though. 3, right? Take the G, lowercase g, flip that G around. That's a second 6. If I find some way to put a third 6 in there, bottoms up, and the devil laughs.
aren't there 3 G's?
Oh my God, he's right.
So I like that's a reference to nothing in the podcast.
People know the video. You can stop recording.
I didn't know the video.
People know it.